Hey everybody, and welcome back to a new episode of MCTV. I'm Jay Samond. This week we've got a mental health event, updates on study abroad trips, and a Choctaw Sports update. Let's get you caught up. On Tuesday, MC's First Year Experience Committee held a self-care workshop in the Upper Commons to give students a needed stress break. Here's the story. MC's First Year Experience Committee held a self-care workshop in which students could come and take their mind off the stresses of classes. FYE member Madeline Brown told us about the event and how important mental health is on campus.
We are First Year Experience and we are partnering with Counseling and Disability Services in this self-care workshop. We are passing out succulents and little stress balls and just getting these students acquainted with what they have to offer up here on the 4th floor of Alumni. It is super important with everything going on campus with recruitment and tests and things coming up. It is really good to get plugged in to talk to someone, even if it's not something big. It's really nice just to have a listening ear.
Next spring, MC's study abroad trip goes to Greece and will depart on May 16th, 2023. For more information and what courses are up for credit, there will be a meeting this Monday night in Cockcroft Hall, room 24. For Choctaw Athletics, the volleyball team had a 2-game road trip where they dropped their first game of the season to Montevallo, but defeated Alabama Huntsville in 5 sets for what is now the best start in school history at 11-1. The Lady Choctaws return home this weekend with matches Friday night at 6 against Auburn Montgomery and Saturday at 1 against nationally ranked West Florida. The football team had their conference opener last Saturday, and here's Avery Dugan with the story.
In the first GSC game of the 2022 year, the Mississippi College Choctaws fell to North Greenville 41-19 this past Saturday afternoon. Although it was a back-and-forth contest in the first half, the Crusaders broke away in the final 30 minutes, capitalizing on crucial MC miscues. Head coach John Bland recognized how important execution is for limiting mistakes and taking advantage of aggressive gameplay.
You know, of course, we started off the ball game. I felt like we were moving the ball well. Their offense was able to move it. They were converting on first downs and kind of moving the ball back as well. They scored on their first drive, I believe. But anyway, it was kind of back and forth. I think we shot ourselves in the foot a few times. I'm not trying to take any credit away from them, but we shot ourselves in the foot mostly. And then it got to the point where, it was back and forth. I knew it was going to be a very evenly matched ball game. We got to take advantage of people when they're aggressive. They're overly aggressive, and that's when we need to convert on those big passes. And we had some guys that were open that we missed or we didn't convert. Get better. We need to make sure that we're able to convert on some of those big plays when they give us those and they're up there against the run. We need to do that better next week. We just need to execute the plan. You know what I told the guys? We don't have to be perfect. We just need to be close to perfect. Just like every team wants to be perfect on every play, it's not going to happen. We just need to be more consistent and not as many mistakes. And we showed today, though, that we can. We don't have to grind it out all the time. We had guys open. We're getting open. We're protecting the passer enough. And we got to be able to convert on those big plays. And I think we got the guys to do it. I know we do. And hopefully we just need to do it in practice more.
The Choctaws, led by quarterback Dante Smith-Moore, had 288 rushing yards on the day where 8 different players touched the ball. Even with the defeat, Coach Bland still has high goals and expectations on the year now that conference play is in full swing.
It's not just a goal now, but it's been a goal. We want to win every game. I think we're capable of that. We're not a team that, maybe somebody would say, look, you just lost to North Greenville. How are you going to win these other games? These teams are, we've seen them before, and we know what we're capable of if we play at our best, and I think we'll be able to do it. And so that's what I hope our guys do. It's tough. Sports are not easy. You win, you're excited, and if you lose, man, it's depressing. It's hard, and it's you're talking about young men, and if they can just they're tough though mentally. I know they are, and so if they can just keep their morale up and keep their attitude good and keep stay bought in and they'll see what we're doing on all sides of the ball. I'm talking about offense, defense, and special teams, and they just want to get better. I think that we will. We'll continue to grow, and you'll just see us get better each and every week.
On Saturday, Mississippi College has their final non-conference game of the season on the road against FCS opponent McNeese State at 7. The matchup will provide a great test for the Choctaws before GSC play becomes the team's main focus. Avery Dugan, MCTV.
The soccer teams were also on the road last weekend as the women dropped a close contest to a ranked Lee team 2-0 while dominating against Shorter 8-0. After the weekend, the Lady Choctaws are still ranked in the national polls at number 19. For the men, it was one of their best road trips. They won 4-2 against the number 14 team in the nation in Lee, while also securing the win over Shorter 3-1. The soccer team come back to Clinton for their next conference games with doubleheaders against UAH Friday afternoon and West Alabama on Sunday, both beginning at 3:30. That's all we have for the show today. Follow us on social media and even send us your ideas at blueandgold_MC. I'm Jay Samond, and we'll see you next week.